Hi everyone, Suko here, and today's video is kind of a little rant. I didn't want to make this video right away because I honestly didn't know how I felt. I've been playing this game, enjoying parts of it, and getting annoyed at other parts. I've been turning it off, coming back to it, all that. So yeah, this isn't like a hate video. This is more like a me being frustrated about a game I actually care about. Because this game, it's kind of trash. Not in a delete it forever way, but in a why does this feel like this way? And the worst part, I still play it. The biggest issue for me is how restricted everything feels. Every time I start really enjoying myself, it feels like I hit some invisible wall. You want to progress faster? Nah. You want to customize your skater the way you want? Grind for hours. Or pay up. And I'm not even mad that the game has monetization. That's normal now. It's just the way it's done here makes it feel like they're squeezing every penny they can before the game is even finished. And yeah, before anyone jumps in the comments, I know this is an early access title. I fully acknowledge that. And if I had to guess, it's probably not dropping until like later this year, September or something like that. So yeah, I get it. They're still building the game. They don't really have a deadline. And I also understand I'm sitting here saying this game should have this game should have that, while it's technically still in early access. I acknowledge all of that. But here's where it starts to feel weird. When there's no deadline and the game is still pushing monetization this hard, it still feels like they're just comfortably dragging it out. Like they're milking the game in this state until the real release comes out. And that's what bothers me. It's one thing to have your game in early access and it's in the title and you see it clear as day every time you walk in, or sorry, not walk in, but load in. But when you have that title at the beginning of your game and you are constantly updating your store and you're constantly, pushing out bundles and, giving out new cosmetics and releasing things for people to buy, it starts to get a little fishy. And I think part of why this hits me so hard is because my history with Skate 3. I grew up on that game. And I still remember the day my mom bought it for me. She came home with it one night and I didn't even eat dinner that day. I booted it up and played until nighttime. Okay, so for some context, like growing up as a kid, I actually did have a skateboard and a longboard. But I wasn't like this crazy skater. Like I didn't know how to do like a kickflip or a heel flip. Like I knew how to do the movements of it with my leg, but like I just never found the courage to actually go for it because I was just scared of wiping out and like bruising my ass or something. I really just enjoyed like just cruising around the neighborhood on my longboard. I usually just used my skateboard just to skate in my backyard. I knew how to power slide here and there, but I really enjoyed my time with my longboard. I still have it to this day. It's just all like rusty, like the bearings and shit are like rusted out. But growing up in elementary school, I would, sometimes skate to school. I would, hang it up, when I got in school. Some of the kids in my neighborhood also had like, penny boards and nickel boards and stuff like that. So that was a thing in my school kind of. So when I got my hands on Skate 3 and my mom bought me this game, it was like it captured all that feeling perfectly because like I could actually do the tricks and like I loved games. Like I still am a gamer now, so but basically Skate 3 captured that perfectly. And I put a lot of hours into Skate 3 now looking back. I completed a lot in that game, the challenges, the spots, all the parks, all of that. I got to the point of that game where I unlocked like the stadium at the end where like I could just like that little drop where you come down and stuff like that. I got to all of that. I tried to complete all the spots and stuff like that, get all the hats and whatnot. I didn't rush it either. I actually played the game. And as a kid, I played solo most of the time too, and it never felt boring. Looking back, the progression felt natural. You unlock stuff by playing, and your skater felt like your skater. That game had freedom, and it definitely had a soul. So when they announced a new skate, I was genuinely hyped. I told my friends, made them download it, and at first, I liked it. The skating still feels like skate. That's the most important part. The basic mechanics are solid, pushing feels right, turning feels smooth, tricks feel good. When you're just skating around, the game actually feels great, even with the cosmetics. Yeah, they're grindy. I'd say a lot of them are like pay to get or grind X amount of time type of stuff, and I don't really love that. But I'll be fair, there's a lot of cool stuff in there. The brand names that they have in the game are fire. There's a lot of shoes to pick from. The battle pass idea that they have going on and some of the decks are actually sick. When you finally unlock something, it feels rewarding. I just hate how annoying the process is. One thing I generally love is the skate parks. The parks in this game are sick, like actually well designed. And the open world concept, that's probably my favorite part. I love how you could just roam the city and you'll randomly find these temporary skate parks. You're just skating, minding your business, and suddenly you find a low-key spot that's crazy. I also really like how they split the city into different areas. Each area has its own missions, its own vibe. and even its own shops. Different shops offering different things depending on where you are is actually a really good idea. It makes the city feel alive, not just one big empty map. And on top of that, I love how you could just plant ramps, drop rails, and make your own fun. Low-key, those are the best moments in the game. No missions, no grind, just skating. And that's what makes this whole thing frustrating. Because honestly, there isn't much in this game that I straight up dislike. Everything that is there, I pretty much enjoy. The mechanics are good, the world is good, the ideas are good. It's just those outside factors. The grind, the monetization, the constant feeling that the game is being held back so it can keep making money while it's in early access. That's what kills the vibe. And yeah, I know how this sounds. I know people are going to say, just don't play it, or it's early access, relax. But that's the thing. I want to play it. I want this game to be amazing. But right now it feels like we're playing a version of the game that won't actually be finished for years to come. And until then, we're stuck in this weird middle ground of, yeah, it's not done yet, but also here's the shop. So no, I don't hate this game. I'm not saying the devs are scammers. I'm not saying early access is bad. I'm just saying right now, this game feels restricted. It feels monetized. And it definitely feels like they're milking it until the real release finally happens. And I hate that because I still like the game. If you play this too, let me know in the comments, am I tripping? Or does this game actually feel kind of trash right now? Because I swear, I can't be the only one feeling like this. And honestly, before I end this, I want to say this too. Part of the reason I'm even still playing is because I kind of want to bring some life into this game myself. Like, I'm probably going to start making some skate montages, just raw clips, clean lines, good music, no extra stuff. Because even with all the issues, there are still moments in this game that look fire. And I feel like skate has always been about creativity, style, and flow. Not stats, not grinding, not shops. So yeah, I want to bring that energy back. I want to make content that reminds people why skate was special in the first place. Just skating, cool spots, like, just good lines. And who knows, maybe by the time the full game actually drops, this thing will be completely different. And I really hope it is. Until then, I'm probably going to be still skating around, making my own fun, and maybe dropping some montages along the way. This game might be frustrating right now, but the love for it is still there for me. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, or a dislike. Definitely leave me a comment. I would love to hear what you guys have to think about this game. And this is Suko the Great, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace!